Aerial lift safety procedure. Hazards associated with aerial lifts. Fall from elevated level. Objects falling from lifts. Tip-overs. Ejections from the lift platform. Structural failures, collapses. Electric shock, electrocutions. Entanglement hazards. Contact with objects. Contact with ceilings and other overhead objects. Training to operate an aerial lift. Explanations of electrical, fall, and falling object hazards. Procedures for dealing with hazards. Recognizing and avoiding unsafe conditions in the work setting. Instructions for correct operation of the lift, including maximum intended load and load capacity. Demonstrations of the skills and knowledge needed to operate an aerial lift before operating it on the job. When and how to perform inspections. Manufacturer's requirements. What to do before operating an aerial lift. Vehicle components. Proper fluid levels, oil, hydraulic, fuel and coolant. Leaks of fluids. Wheels and tires. Battery and charger. Lower level controls. Horn, gauges, lights and backup alarms. Steering and brakes. Lift components. Operating and emergency controls. Personal protective devices. Hydraulic, air, pneumatic, fuel and electrical systems. Fiberglass and other insulating components. Missing or unreadable placards, warnings, or operational, instructional and control markings. Mechanical fasteners and locking pins. Cable and wiring harnesses. Outriggers, stabilizers and other structures. Loose or missing parts. Guardrail systems. Work zone inspections. Drop-offs, holes, or unstable surfaces such as loose dirt. Inadequate ceiling heights. Slopes, ditches, or bumps. Debris and floor obstructions. Overhead electric power lines and communication cables. Other overhead obstructions. Other hazardous locations and atmospheres. High wind and other severe weather conditions, such as ice. And the presence of others in close proximity to the work. What to do while operating an aerial lift. Full protection. Ensure that access gates or openings are closed. Stand firmly on the floor of the bucket or lift platform. Do not climb on or lean over guardrails or handrails. Do not use planks, ladders, or other devices as a working position. Use a body harness or a restraining belt with a lanyard attached to the boom or bucket. Do not belt off to adjacent structures or poles while in the bucket. Operation/traveling/loading. Do not exceed the load capacity limits. Take the combined weight of the workers, tools and materials into account when calculating the load. Do not use the aerial lift as a crane. Do not carry objects larger than the platform. Do not drive with the lift platform raised, unless the manufacturer's instructions allow this. Do not operate lower-level controls unless permission is obtained from the workers in the lift, except in emergencies. Do not exceed vertical or horizontal reach limits. Do not operate an aerial lift in high winds above those recommended by the manufacturer. Do not override hydraulic, mechanical, or electrical safety devices. Overhead protection. Be aware of overhead clearance and overhead objects, including ceilings. Do not position aerial lifts between overhead hazards if possible. Treat all overhead power lines and communication cables as energized, and stay at least 10 feet, 3 meters, away. Ensure that the power utility or power line workers do energize power lines in the vicinity of the work. Stability in the work zone. Set outriggers on pads or on a level, solid surface. Set brakes when outriggers are used. Use wheel chocks on sloped surfaces when it is safe to do so. Set up work zone warnings, such as cones and signs, when necessary to warn others. Startup safety procedures. Ensure the vehicle is positioned on level ground. Set the parking brake. Chock the wheels. Engage the power supply. Set the outriggers. When working on soft ground, place outrigger pads beneath outriggers to prevent sinking, according to the instructions found in the operator's manual. Ensure the vehicle is stable before entering the bucket, platform and raising or lowering the boom. Safe shutdown procedures. Slowly lower the boom to rest on its supports. Secure the boom according to the operator's manual. Raise the outriggers. Shut off the power supply. To press the parking brake. Remove the outrigger pads, if applicable, and wheel chocks. Remove the key.
Please give comment and suggestions.
Thank you.
Subscribe our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon for more updates. Thank for visit our channel. See you next class.
Thank you.